EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Tonight, a good one to kick off the year on Sunday night primetime. It's our visitors and our home team on Sunday night primetime. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Get it! Bronco 80! Ready,
From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
60 Eagles! Come on! Set! 18 Cardinal, ready?
They'll fake the give, and now it's Milton. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails them out by not securing the catch.
3rd down and 9.
60, ready?
From the gun, here's Milton. He'll look deep, left sideline. That's caught! Trying to get to that pylon, not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. They get big yardage on the deep ball. It covers 63 yards. Could we see the first touchdown of the new season? It's 1st and goal.
Ready?
Johnson trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Lions! Kill! Cowboy 80! Check out!
Tootin trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Cougar 19.
Trying to punch it in with Tootin. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Facial Tootin. Touchdown, Chicago. Dicker, good with the extra point. And his guys have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener.
Dicker to kick off.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Play action. Here's Daniels. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
That complete to Jacobs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 16 yards. That's enough for a first down.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-round weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one.
2nd and a yard.
The 11-yard line.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Shamrocks. Youngway Koo now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Shamrocks come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. Whoa. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And he will score. Facial Tipton. Touchdown, Chicago. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it, and his guys will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Visitors 7.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll motion the slot man right. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 1st-round pick. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Run over center now with two. Wow, he can certainly be elusive with the football and the feet. Great spin forward. Give him 6 yards on that one.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Flag. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cougar 19. Ready.
Another run here with Tootin. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Here we go. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60.
That's to Hunter. He's got it right side. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. It's a close game early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. And his guys build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Jacobs, first down and more. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll get 19 out of that play, and that will be a first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And time's up in the pocket. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Sidney Brown, the safety, bursting through there to record the sack. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. To the right side, caught by Burden. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They get 15 on that game. That's enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Go! 70 regular. Shot 50. Shot 60. Go!
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. To the end zone, it's intercepted. And this defense comes through with the turnover.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Set up the screen here for Tootin. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd down and 7.
Ready.
They'll go play action here with Milton. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. They get big yardage on the deep ball. 52 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
On the ground, here's Tootin. He'll forward for maybe a yard. Malcolm Rodriguez in for the tackle. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 9.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Working out of the gun is Milton. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
Daniels now on first down. That pass is caught by Burden. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go now. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Daniels now going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Got it. Ready? Go! Go, 70, Timber look.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That's out left and complete to Burton. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. We've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Now this offense can use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Williams in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Forced to his right. That is hot. What a throw. Touchdown, Dublin. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here, this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Open man, that's Dante Thornton. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. To throw, it's Milton. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chicago.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Drop 60, drop 60. Let's go now. Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go street. 19 Lions.
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. From here down the field will fall incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now Daniels. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And this defense will take over following the turnover.
First and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Ready? Panther 6, go!
On first down, here's Milton. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway.
Ready? 125.
Tight end going in motion here. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Jacobs, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Sidney Brown. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 5. We'll go play action. It's Winston. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he will score. Touchdown, Shamrocks. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his second touchdown here in week 1. Here's Winston at the line. His team ready to go for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Crazy. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19.
So on first and 10, here's Milton. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 3.
From the 29, here's second and 3.
Come on. Hey, hold 70, 70. Ready, ready?
Looking to throw. It's Milton. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
To the air on third down is Milton. He'll get this complete to Worthy. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Ready?
They'll run. It's 2. He'll work forward for a couple. B.J. Hill shuts it down there.
The tackle made by B.J. Hill. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7.
Here we go, strike. 70 Lions.
From the gun, here's Milton. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Hold it ready.
Third and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80.
Here's Milton. Looking middle, and he spots Hunter there. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
On first down, he'll go with 2. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go. Hey, quick.
Right back to Tipton. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Working out of the gun is Milton. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Go. Panther 60.
To the air. It's Milton. There's Hunter. It's complete. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On the give, it's Tootin. And he's into the end zone yet again. Facial Tootin. Touchdown, Chicago. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. And make it 3 touchdowns now. Remember, he caught the one earlier. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
It's the score. Our home team 34. Visitors 23. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Winston. A short one there to Otten. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 12 yards on that hookup. And that will be a first down.
First down, Shamrocks.
Out of the gun, it's Winston. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Luther Burton, the intended target. And it'll be second down. To throw, here's Winston. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that walk. That's enough for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check, Panther. Go.
On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ready, ready.
Second down and 8.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Shot alert, shot alert. Ready.
They'll run it here with Tootin. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Chicago.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Up the middle, here is Tootin. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cougar 19. That's 3.
Handoff. It's Tootin. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Ready.
Throwing, Milton. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds.
38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing, Jameis. Open man. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Come on, set! Liking 18! Ready?
They'll go with him again. And he's got another one. Facial shooting. Touchdown, Chicago. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Dicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And his guys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Visitors 23.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
At the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he's got it. Remove the chains. 1st down at the 47.
And the thing you like about Jacobs in this situation is that He's definitely not going to shy away from any contact or work to get into space. He is going to try to run, Mike, directly through your face. And when you talk about running behind your pads, that's what it looks like.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
Queen left on the free. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. Them other fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think I'm better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah. She in Vegas, and Summer Lee with baller, she flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more forever. And now she dog 'em out whenever. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't, but I think I'm better than men, and I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king. I told you, hop in and let the journey begin. Shake and shiny face, let you some love for on his face. So full of face, I just wanna get that up and down. We're moving on around, we're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show can't forget about that. Hats up in the sky, and we keep getting a magic down that you cannot deny. We're glowing light, it's shining bright. I cannot wait to get inside. Still out of sight, where we wanna go. Up and down, we're moving on around. We're going up and down, we're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator.
The night. All the people that you see in the night, and all the dreams up into the light. When the breezes are setting beside, we are not going out. Can you see the Joker flying over?
Man, I got this swag.